Hi, it's Dustin Lanier. Thanks for listening. Please find me on LinkedIn for original public sector operations content every week. And please reach out to me if I and my team of procurement professionals at Civic Initiatives can help you be a public procurement change agent. Glad to get on and give you an update of some news that you can use. I was off last week, so I'll try to catch up on some of the main things from last week and also my post from today. So NASPO posted up last week that up to 64 hours of their training on Procurement U is now available for free for an extended period of time. And also in today's post, they announced that there were going to be free study guides for the CPPO and CPPB tests, which free is good and useful is good. So free and good together is excellent. Secondly, from last week, there was a great panel discussion on diversity, equity, and inclusion in public procurement. It had Jared Ambrosier from Michigan and Alice Robert Davis from Minnesota, Angela Schell from California, and Tara Smith from Washington. It's available on demand. So a good panel that knows a lot about the topic and definitely hits a lot of high points. NASBO from 2 weeks ago, which is the state budget officers, had a post about what to watch for in state legislatures around the country. And then also in the post that I put up today, had a summary of the state of the state presentations from 18 states. NASBO has a lot of good content production. If you're into that kind of thing, they're a great resource for that topic. And then last week, I also talked about Victor Lemur and Radio NIGP. They have a monthly piece of content that they do on variety of procurement topics. It's a pretty long presentation, so they can get really down and involved. Their topic was about renewing as we kick off 2022, and those guys always do a great job. And then my last post from last week and also my last post from this week was around CAPO, which is the California Association of Public Procurement Officials. They kicked off their regional conferences with a nice set of days in Pasadena. That was great before I came back home to the ice storm in Austin. I did get to talk about the speech on how to attract and retain talent that I've done a few times and get good feedback on. So I did enjoy getting to see a lot of my friends out there. It was a well-attended conference, and I laud them for really sticking in the COVID spike and putting together a program that was really well put together. Finally, coming back to this week, the new additional topics was that American City and County had a good piece on some of the practical ways to make use of ARPA and IIJA, which is the recovery plan and the infrastructure bill, money as it relates to smart city efforts, a great list for anybody who's trying to think through options still. And soberingly, Route 50 published some research that 52% of state and local public workers are considering leaving their jobs. I actually added that to my speech on the attracting and retaining talent. We hear a lot about the great resignation. I think it's the great realignment as people are trying to assess what's important to them and where they can make an impact and what fits with their life goals and desire to contribute. So it's good to keep this in mind. I previously have recorded the first 10 minutes of that speech that I did in Mississippi. I think it still is as topical as ever, and I get good feedback every time I get it. So if you're running a procurement conference, let us know, as the topic will still be timely for the first half of the year, I'm sure. And with that, have a great Friday and a great weekend.